Hello my ninjas, this is Sun. Since today we're doing sort of like a heart-to-heart Q&A, I thought I would sit on my bed with my bunny here. I had a ton of you guys ask me some questions on Instagram, some advice and some questions about college. I am approaching my third year in college, so I'm going to be a junior. There's definitely many changes, so I'm just going to tell you everything right now. I listed my questions in order like this. I don't have anyone's name on it, so sorry if I don't give you a shout out for any of these, but I just listed all the questions so that I could answer it for you guys. The first question is, what are my college essentials? And I'm just listing some essentials, not beauty lifestyle related, so things that you actually need for school. And the first one is a pencil box. I used to just put pencils in my bag like wherever, but I realized that it would puncture holes in my bag all the time. This one is just from Muji, a mechanical pencil by Tombow, and I use 0.3 lead. This is what this one carries. I find that 0.3 lead works really well when you're writing, especially when you're writing like very fine, and you can fit more words into a page. And also it works great for when teachers tell you that you need to make a cheat sheet for a test. You can like fit everything in like one note card. Carry lead with you if you know you're going to run out. Color pens just in case you want to write in different colors. I also put one mechanical pencil in my bag because I find that a lot of times I forget my pencil case, and that's really bad when you have to like ask someone else for a pencil. Just make sure that it's a mechanical pencil that won't like puncture your bag. A highlighter, eraser, this is a must, and a ruler. I feel like I need to do a separate video for school supplies. A calculator, and this does not pertain to you if you're a fine arts major and you don't need to take any math classes, but I take math classes. Most important, and that is a planner. Second question is, how do you get acceptance to college? SAT scores, essays, personal statements, all of that. Getting accepted to college, one tip is to apply to as many colleges. I applied to almost like 10 colleges. In California, we have UCs and CSUs and also private colleges, and CSUs and UCs have a similar way of applying. General application, is that what it's called? Schools like Stanford and some UCs like UC Berkeley also requires you to write essay on it. And I have this layout of this website, how to check your SAT score. It's really easy. How to check your SAT score, how to send your SAT scores, and also how to check like what range you're in. I didn't get a high SAT score. Just letting you guys know, I got like average. I still got into the college that I wanted. Just practice writing your essays and practice being you, and make sure you have colleges now look for a lot of outside activities, so make sure you are very involved in other things besides academics. For the SAT, it's really nice that you can test more than once, and you can test as many times as you want to be honest. Start testing PSAT sophomore year of high school. The third question is, what do you expect in your first year? You expect a lot of changes is what I can tell you. A lot of, let's say, health changes, social changes, other lifestyle changes, different for everyone, but for me it definitely got harder and everything else changed. Like, I live totally differently now. My mom used to cook for me and I now cook for myself. You see my chubby cheeks here. I gained tons of weight. Your friends might not be like the same friends as you're connected to now. They will happen. And let me tell you that some changes are really for the good. They really help you learn. I know I'm scaring you guys that are in high school. I have a lot of views that are in high school, and I'm scaring you guys, but that's just life. Be more social. Even if you were never social in high school and you didn't like talking, you really got to get out of your shell so that you can meet more people and then create more experiences. Next question is how to meet new friends. The easiest way to meet new friends is to go to any events that pertains to school or pertains to your interests. So not only do I go to school events, but I also go to events that pertain with YouTube, photography, meetups, and all of that. That's exactly how I meet new friends. Like my friend Joyce right now, I met her about half a year. Now we're really good friends because of one event that I went to. It's a little bit weird when you think about how you meet new people actually. I want to say it's fate, or you're fated to meet these people. It just happens. In college, you have more closer connections and closer interests, while in high school, you and your best friend may like different things or have different ideals. Okay, how to curate a schedule and have free time for your friends, and free time for anything at all. This is where this comes in, your planner. Plan every day ahead of time, like every day, or plan the week ahead of time. I write in here all the time. I like cross out days also. I also write in here what I eat and what I do every day. This just keeps you organized, so I really recommend having a planner or some type of calendar. Even on your phone would work, but I love writing things down, so that's why this works really well for me. It may be really difficult to find time for friends, but you really have to try to put in that time, and you have to put whatever is the most important and do whatever is important first. I don't always have time for friends. The only times that I would have time for friends is on weekends, because during the weekdays everything else is booked for me. Still do social activities, even like once a month, or let's say on the weekends. That's more than enough to meet new people and have more social interactions, and also make sure that you talk to people every day too. So don't be secluded every day. For our school, we use this website called Canvas. Within it, it has a schedule. You can schedule when your tests are, when your assignments are, and all of that. You can like write down what you need to do every day if you like to do it that way. Okay, next thing is how to study for a test. And simply put, I'm just going to tell you guys like a short answer is whatever you're given as a study guide, study that. And also don't wait for the last minute to start studying for tests. Make sure that whatever new information you get, you study that. And then if you get new information on top of that, you study that new information, but you go back to the old information to make sure that you understand everything. That is the best way to study. You really have to study along the way, and when you get those study guides, if you don't get study guides, make sure you make your own study guides. And if you get study guides, then you just have to study all those topics. Next question is, how hard is college for me on a scale of 1 through 10? I think it's like, on a scale of 1 through 10, it's more like a 20. If college was easier than high school, I definitely don't think so, but I really think that depends on your major. For a lot of people who are doing fine arts majors or majors within their creative field, it's a lot more easier. I also find that for business majors, it's very easy also. That's why I really love the business side of my major. And then to the next question is, what is my major? My major is engineering management. A lot of people ask me what I want to do afterwards as well, and I really don't know yet. My focus is doing product development or doing more management kind of things. I really want to be in the management field when I come out, but I also want to have the skills to do some things in engineering, as in like creating things. Is it hard to balance work and school? I'm going to say no, but that's only because you really have to fit everything in. You don't want to clash things together, because now I'm going to go to school and then have work afterwards. So they're technically separate, but I also have a job where I'm able to rest, and I'm also able to do my homework at. Because I work at school, they're really lenient with how I work. Keeping a calendar and keeping yourself accountable for things really help. The last question, I know this is getting to be a long video. The last question is, how do I become not so reliant on people? Tip for this is that you can't be independent. You are independent in a way that you're still reliant on people, is how I'm trying to put it. Independent in the sense of you have to do a lot of thinking on your own now. Your future is in your own hands. It's not in the hands of the teachers, or they're not telling you to go to college, and they're not telling you to do this or do that. It's all on your own now. Your advisor's not going to call you to check up on you. You're gonna have to email them to see like, oh, I want to do this, or I want to fit this in my schedule, and you have to make your own efforts. So in that way, way you have to be independent. Right now I still live at home, so a lot of things I am reliant on my parents on, chores and stuff like that. But I just have that luxury because I live at home. I know that if you don't, then of course you'd have to do like your own laundry. I did have a friend ask me if I cook. Actually, my parents don't cook for me. I make all my food myself because I have totally different diet plan than they do. You do have to be reliant on people and ask for help, but that is in one way how you're going to be independent as well. So that's going to be all for this video. I know it's going to be super long, so I'm just going to stop talking here. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below, and that'll be all. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
让爱永远在